Hello, this is Steve Kaufman. I put up a video on YouTube about multilingualism, and I was very surprised at the positive response. I think I have had more response to this video than to just about any other video that I've made, other than the one on the whole LPGA Korean golfers thing, which generated a lot of flap. But no, there was very positive response from people, and so I want to pursue this. And I want to have more response. I want to ask you out there, how do we develop this thing? The fundamental idea is that it is natural to speak more than one language. In fact, there's two ideas that are central to what I'm interested in, and hopefully what you're interested in. Those of you who responded, and I hope there's more of you out there. It's natural to speak more than one language, but in order to learn another language, you have to learn it naturally. And what happens today is that language learning has become a subject at school that is taught, not learned, taught in ways that demotivate people. So, and then I think many people say, well, I don't need another language, I don't want another language. All right, if you don't want it, fine. But recognize that the way our brains are constituted, we are in fact designed to speak and to understand more than one language. It's natural. So what I want to do is I want to create something, and I was thinking of names here. Multilingualism. It sounds a bit elitist. Some people say, well, geez, I've got trouble speaking my own language, or I never could even learn French or Spanish at school, and now you're talking about multi-language. I also think the word polyglot is a very unpleasant word in English, although it's used a lot. Linguist, I like the word linguist for someone who speaks more than one language. The Oxford Dictionary defines it that way. But a lot of people think a linguist is someone who studies languages and comes up with theories, about how we learn. Some kind of an academic approach to languages, which is not what we want. We just want people to speak. And most people who speak in other languages, they didn't learn in the classroom. They learned outside the classroom. They learned watching TV. They learned with their friends. They learned in natural ways. So I'm thinking we could call this the Natural Language Society. I mean, we've had the Flat Earth Society. How about the Natural Language Society? Can we develop chapters in amongst people in social circles, book clubs, at universities, at places of work, wherever people meet, and try to get people interested in the idea that it is natural to speak more than one language, and you don't have to speak the second language perfectly. In fact, you never will speak it perfectly. But you can get a tremendous amount of enjoyment out of learning another language, using another language, and in fact, more than one language. We're quite capable of handling 4, 5, 6, 7 languages. That's the way our brain works. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to maybe put out more frequent YouTube videos talking about different aspects of natural learning, examples of people who have naturally learned different languages, maybe some examples of how teachers make it complicated and difficult for people to learn, talk about people who have started up maybe branches of the Natural Language Society, get-togethers, meetings. People may have ideas of things that we can do. Can we create some excitement? And I'm open to, by the way, if you think we should call this something else, fine, let me know. But for the time being, I kind of like the idea of natural language society. It's natural to speak more than one language, but you've got to learn it naturally. So I'm gonna try to keep my videos shorter. Again, I'd be open to suggestions from other people, and I'm going to speak primarily in English. But I'm quite happy because I think most people understand some English, and I can do them in Spanish, Japanese, French, and so forth. I'm happy to do them in other languages, but I want to appeal to the broadest possible audience. However, if someone wants me to repeat any of these ideas in any other languages that I'm capable of speaking, please let me know, and I'd be quite happy to do them in other languages. And maybe other people can also produce videos of their own on YouTube as part of the Natural Language Society, and they can do it in their language. And in fact, I would look forward to hearing people expound on the natural language concept in a variety of languages, some of which I know and some of which I may not know. But if it's a subject of interest, I know that I could learn the language just from hearing them and reading in the language and having enjoyable input. And just one last point, I will be talking in future about two people that have really influenced me, other than my own experience of language learning, and that is Stephen Krashen and now Manfred Spitzer. Stephen Krashen, from his experience of language teaching, emphasizes the importance of meaningful input, and Manfred Spitzer explains exactly how the brain works and how it learns naturally all the time. And that's what we want. We want natural language learning, natural language usage. We want to get the Natural Language Society going. I look forward to hearing your comments. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.